It was like $90. 90 pence. I don't fucking know how much pence is. Do I look like somebody with... I was gonna make fun of the British, but I'm just like, I don't want to make a joke there. Allow me to pose my learned friend a question. What exactly did you establish with your most recent cross-examination? Well, that Mr. William Shakespeare is a liar and a thief. In other words, that his testimony is unreliable. That's it! That's exactly it! That's what I was gonna say. Very well, let us assume the man is a liar. Now allow me to pose another question. What possible difference does that make? Well, we know that suicide can be discounted. Scotland Yard investigation revealed no sign of another vessel that contained poison. And on the night in question, there were no visitors. Do we have any proof that he was actually poisoned?
Yeah, do we have any proof? Yeah.
Like, come on, like, this seems really odd that they're really pushing this poison, but they explicitly say that they couldn't find traces of the tea because not a single drop was left. So how do they just assume that it was poison? Furthermore, the only possible way that poison could have entered the victim... blah, 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 blah. Yeah, if there was poison, though. Therefore, in light of these facts, the prosecution calls for immediate adjudication. I don't know what that word means. What?! Order! Order! Well, counsel, how does the defense respond? Mr. Naruto, stop napping! It's dark, it's nighttime. What was the point of that last cross-examination? Did it actually get us anywhere? Or did it make no difference at all, like Lord Van Zeeks is saying? I'm gonna raise an objection, but I don't know where to go from here. Can I look at the court record? I don't.
Taking them to the medical.
Ingestion. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm confused as to where the poison could have come from. Or I don't know. Maybe it was on the letter and he licked it. I don't know. But the Ace Attorney's done that twist before. Fucking... Oh, I love that case. Case 5 for Game 4. Fucking brilliant. I still have this receipt. This has never come up. I don't know. We didn't know why we have this. We've never used it at all, this case. If it asks for evidence, I'm fucking lost. No, this isn't over. The defense will not rest. What? But counsel, you successfully explained everything. You've identified and substantiated the unscrupulous method employed by Mr. Sansa to consume gas. He's been drinking it. What more is there to discuss? Lord Van Zeeks just highlighted 3 facts in order to make his point. But contrary to what he would have the court believe, not all of them have been objectively established at all. What are you trying to say, my Nipponese friend? We're not friends. At least one of those so-called facts is an assumption made due to lack of evidence. But the situation... Wait, what? Excuse me. But the situation has changed now following the cross-examination of the latest witnesses to take the stand. Don't be absurd. What is this nonsense?
Logic.
Logic. My greatest lawyerly superpower. When you bring everything we've learned so far together and consider it as a whole, it's clear. There's a question that we now need to reconsider. Namely, was the poison in the tea? Yeah.
Or was it in the water?
Ooh, good point. Was in the tea brought to him by Mr. Natsume, but that's conjecture at best. The victim has testified that nothing else passed his lips that night. There is no other possibility. And since there was no trace of the tea left at the scene, it couldn't be tested for traces of poison. What if he swallowed that ice coin? Because in fact, some of Mr. Natsume's tea... What? God damn it! Really? We're going back to the tea now?
The tea ring. Let's just do it.
No, wasn't that one. Would it have been... The soap? I'm confused. Where does it think the tea is?
Is it in the teacup? Or the teapot?
We haven't had any evidence that would lead us to believe that. I'm actually confused on where this is going. I'm gonna try the soap? Really? Yes, that's right, my lord. It's just come back to me. Something about when we first found this bar of soap at the scene yesterday. I'm really confused. It's more bars of soap. Soap, 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 and a rope. I'm quite certain when we originally stumbled upon the bars of soap, there was actually a frozen coin in each bar. So you discovered the gas thief's coin factory. Fascinating. In a way, yes, but there's more. The coins we found in the soap at the time weren't normal ice.
Oh, we're gonna have to go get the other bar.
There was something strange about them, you mean? Exactly. Something very obvious. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. The coin we found was red. I just couldn't remember. I didn't make that connection. They were red. But that seems stupid. Like, what? You were using ice completely fine. And then you're like, this tea, I'll use this to make my coins instead of just fucking drinking it! No, you mean... That's right. It's obvious to me now. The fake coins in the soap were made from frozen tea. Why?
Because how else would we prove that the tea was not poisoned?
God damn it! Like, you're... Just... Water is so easy! You're in Britain in the middle of winter! Whatever. Good evening, yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shakespeare. What?
You brought bottled water.
Okay. Okay, so we couldn't make new coins because it would have been too cold. I actually really fucking like this game then because it I feel stupid for not having realized the soap was the thing that we needed to do, but it's also like, yes, if I had remembered everything, I probably would have gotten it. I feel like that's on me, not on the game, for not explaining that better. Sadly, on most occasions, the poorly constructed water mains in the East End are prone to freezing. So on the night in question, Mr. Shakespeare, having no running water to use, use the tea instead. My word. This is fucking nuts, I'm gonna be honest. Ugh. Amrad is not a good person. There were 2 bars of soap on the window ledge when my judicial assistant and I investigated the scene. That's right, and we only borrowed one of them. That sure was nice of us for us to do that. Which means, even as we speak, some of the defendant's tea is still present at the scene of the crime, frozen solid in a bar of soap outside Mr. Shamspeare's window. Extraordinary. Earlier today, Inspector Gregson informed the court that if even 1 drop of the tea remained, Scotland Yard would be able to analyze it for poison. As such, we are now in a position to prove or disprove that what has until now been mere conjecture. By finding out for sure whether or not Mr. Natsume's tea actually contained strychnine at all. Fuck, you smug Nipponese. My lord, we cannot do the defendant the injustice of passing judgment now. The police should be dispatched to recover the remaining bar of soap from the scene at once, and the defense requests a thorough analysis of the frozen tea embedded in it, to determine whether or not it contains any poison. This is it. This is the end of the case, right? Like, there can't be anything
We
after
find
this
out
point.
that the landlord was also in on it.
Fucking, there was still poison. They still find poison somehow. That's gonna throw me for a loop if they actually do find the poison. It would seem we have no choice but to suspend these proceedings for the time. Oh, right, because this case has 2 parts. Oh, jeez. None, my lord. Scotland Yard will recover the tea from the scene and carry out the requisite tests immediately. The trial will resume at the same hour tomorrow. Wait, what? Oh, we are going to another investigation. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, I'm okay with that, honestly. Well, we managed to scrape through there somehow. Thank you, Hassel. Court is adjourned until tomorrow. Okay, I'm okay with that. I mean, I guess that's fine. Feels like it's such a short case. Except for bears. We're not making that mistake again. Oh. Where's my desk? Whew. We made it back in one piece. Just. To be perfectly honest, I thought we were finished there for a while. Oh, I know. What a lot of close shaves. There's so many carriages on the streets of London. You were very nearly flattened several times. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Yes, I know. It was a marvelous defense, Mr. Naruto-san. It really was. I was in awe of you. Oh, thank you. And now that your fervent exploits have won us some more precious investigation time, let's get out there and get some clues. Is everything alright? I suppose. I still can't quite believe it, that's all. That I'm here in England, working as a lawyer, I mean. In the Old Bailey, no less. The truth is, it shouldn't be me, should it? It should be him standing in my shoes. It should be Kazuma. It was Kazuma-sama's wish that you follow him to Great Britain and work alongside him. I had a dream that we were playing this game and Kazuma was still alive and they didn't explain it. I was like, oh, I guess he's just here now. Oh, wait, shit. I didn't read that line. Yes, I mean, I never had the chance to ask him exactly why, but he clearly had a plan. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him. And you're doing wonderfully, Naruto-san. I've no doubt that Kazuma-sama would say exactly the same if he were here with us. Thank you, Susato-san. Thank you. Alright, now to investigate? I don't even fucking know what we're going to be investigating. Kazuma's wishes. The best friend I ever had, and a lawyer with such promise. He really saved my bacon in that horrible incident just before we left Japan. Oh my god. Oh, is it the Weenie Rave?
Weenie Rave!
Such a mobile. You should come with me. As a stowaway. You can fit inside my trunk if you curl up small enough, I'm sure. No one will know. And then everyone knew. Kazuma, won't you tell me why? Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through that trial. That you really ought to go into law. Be a defense lawyer. You've got a natural talent for it. Believe me, I guarantee it. But I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer. Well, I can't force you, obviously. You'll have to decide for yourself. But anyway, London is the capital, cultural capital of the world. I guess? At least at this point in time. It can't hurt for you to see it with your own eyes. No, that's true. I suppose, though, if you were to become a lawyer, then one day... One day what? Oh, no. Never mind. Naruto-san? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about Kazuma. And his dick. Yes, he's
Nipple.
forever... He's forever in my nipple. That's what I said. Ooh. Can you send that to me? That whole set?
You can try. Oh, yep, it's...
To change the Japanese judicial system for the better. That was his dream. And that's why he so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course.
Yes, that's right. But
Yes?
I do wonder if his true intentions lay elsewhere sometimes. I don't know. The thought just takes hold of me every now and then, that's all.
Naruto-san, what do you mean by Kazuma-sama's true intentions?
Look at this sword!
His katana?
I never expected to inherit this sword after Kazuma passed away, of course. You're only supposed to give your sword after you die to your lovers.
No, I know. It was because I asked you to take it.
When I have it at my side in court, I feel as though it gives me courage.
Yes.
Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little about the sword. Alright, I'm going to stick it in now. Slowly. Gently.
Karuma?
That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. So the twist here is that Karuma is the Japanese name for the Von Karma clan in the original games. So he's related to the Von Karmas. At least distantly, of course. A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Inosuke. I can't be parted from my katana. Karuma guides me. I truly believe that. So its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two. Not that you would need so much compelling on that subject. There's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain. Something you have to do? Yes. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me.
Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. And now I'll die. Ugh.
What do you mean by something very important that I have to do?
I'd hoped the answer to that question would become apparent when we arrived here, but as yet I've not found a single clue.
I see.
I don't think I'll need to talk to the rest. Okay. Today's trial. It's quite a shock early today, wasn't it? When the victim himself turned up in court and took the stand.
It's almost like the creator of the series really wanted to have more drama with the victims, and so he developed these two games with none of the victims actually dying. Not only that, but finding out that he is actually a barefaced gas thief as well. Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all. For a while, it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Soseki-san poisoning the tea. Careful of your phrasing, Susato-san. He didn't poison anything. And there's more to this Mr. Shamspear than we all yet know, I'm sure of it. Mr. Shamspear certainly wasn't the noble, outstanding man everyone thought he was at first. I don't get it.
They won't have to pay.
Huh?
It's a Titanic.
No. Time travelers. What's become of him, actually? I was told he'd be returning to the hospital ward where he was receiving treatment. Oh, which one is that? Hold on, let me just pull this from my elbow. Let me see. Ah, yes, he's at St. Bartholomew's, or Bart's as Londoners call it. We know that place, don't we? Yes, we visited Miss Green there yesterday. It's the same hospital to which she was taken. Ah, yes, after Soseki-san stabbed her in the back. Do be careful of your phrasing, Mr. Naruhodo. He didn't stab anyone. Perhaps we both owe Soseki-san an apology. Okay. So, we know that Soseki-san took tea to the victim on the night in question. But as he isn't the culprit, then obviously... Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea. But if that's the case, how on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shamspear's body? I'm sure we'll find a clue at the scene. There must be something in Mr. Shamspear's room that will help solve the mystery. Well, naturally, Scotland Yard detectives have been over the place already. But it couldn't hurt for us to have another look around, I think. Definitely. And I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation of the tea left in the bar of soap. Do you want to go grab a pillow since you're lying down? Or are you just going to sit like that?
I'm just gonna stretch.
Okay.
Jeez.
Well, if we run into Inspector Gregson, we could ask him all about that. Okay. Alright, hold on. Sholmes Suite.